Yeah.
How are you working out? What are you doing?
I've been going to CrossFit for like a year and a half, 2 years now. Um, but bro, during CrossFit, like, I mean, I'm sorry, during COVID,
Mm-hmm.
I ate everything, like straight
Mm-hmm.
up. I must have gained like 30 fucking pounds. I was at
Damn.
185. I was at like 180. I went to like, bro, not even. I was at 185. I went to like 215, 220.
De
I
madre,
gained a lot.
brother.
Yeah. And so, bro, Chino, my boy, obviously, like in a nice way, but very strong,
Yeah.
was like, yo, you're going to die young if you continue being an
On
idiot.
the trajectory you're
And
going.
yeah. So I was like, all right, yeah, you're right. So then I started getting to CrossFit and then I lost like 20, 30 pounds, whatever. I'm like 185, 190 now.
Damn, bro, that's awesome. That's good. Yo, bro,
And it
it's gonna.
feels good. I mean, bro, I'm not the strongest guy, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I go in there and I do my thing and it's about getting the workout, bro, and I love it. Like the people there are cool as fuck and just getting to like, bro, like that hour of like after work that like let's get your mind off of
That's
everything.
it, bro. That's it.
Bro, like without it, I would die. Like
You. Yo, this is my cousin. This is my cousin. He.
what's up?
He's gonna ask me some questions about real
Give me
estate later.
for
But he's
sure,
talking
for sure.
about CrossFit. Eric's talking about CrossFit right now. Oh, there's two Erics on the call. Yo, cojones, brother.
Yeah, but I have my name spelled the right way.
DK.
Oh my gosh. All right, go ahead. So, CrossFit. No, bro, it's the best, dude. It's the best. It's literally the best. So
What do you
I started doing it with my girl because my girl does CrossFit, and when I
you
came back,
you recently get engaged or married?
yeah, engaged.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you. So bro, I started, and I've done it before, but never like this late in life. Obviously, as late as it could have been,
Right.
bro. Me reventaron, brother. They killed me. I was like dying. But I'm going with all these 50 and 60-year-old ladies, bro, and they're kicking my butt, bro. Like kicking my butt for real. Lighting it up. And then of course they're at first, right, in the strength portion, I'm doing big weight and yada yada yada. And the lady's like, oh my gosh, he's so good. I'm like, all right.
Do they
We
call
get
you?
into
Do they call you Poppy at the gym or no?
no, 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 but the minute
You can delete that part. You can delete that part. Nobody knows.
the minute I get into the workout, bro, I'm just dying. I'm dead, bro. Dead. I can't do it. I mean, I've done it, and now I'm getting better. Obviously, it's been a few months, but when I first started, bro, te mata, bro, and I've lost weight too.
Willie, did I ever tell you that I'm CrossFit level 1 certified? I never told you that.
No, you're not, bro.
I coach CrossFit, yeah, on the side. I
Oh
used to.
my gosh, yo, but
What does that even mean?
So
you
you have
stand
to
there and write
go
the
and take a
workout. That's what he does.
course.
BS, bro. He stands there and writes the
Hey,
workout on the board.
hey, you have to go take a course, pass a test, and the crazy thing is I go like the gym I was coaching at sent like 3 of us all at the same time to go get certified, and I'm the only one that passed the test.
Brother,
No,
if it's anything like the real estate test, it's the easiest thing in the world to get. I don't even think you have to speak English to get the real estate test passed.
No, you definitely don't. You definitely don't.
I
bro.
don't know how
That's
that.
wild.
Boston might be a little more strict.
Well, you have to be able to like do like a snatch, a clean and jerk.
Oh, like it's
you
an
have to
actual
do them.
physical
Oh, it's a
exam.
physical test.
Yeah, it's partially physical, and then there's a part that's written, like because you have to write a program. So like there's a part
Oh,
of
bro.
each, so you could fail either one, and then they make you do. They pick like one of the girl name workouts. Mine was Fran,
Huh.
where you do like thrusters and pull-ups.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Thrusters aren't fun.
Yo, Torrente, tell me, tell me if you had to sell a house to pass the real estate exam, how many real estate agents will there be in Miami?
If you had to sell a house,
If you actually had to sell a house to get to pass the exam, how many real estate agents will there actually be in Miami?
it would probably be, I would say half.
Half will be gone.
Yeah, and I would say, and the only reason why I say that is because half of the people that get their licenses just get their licenses just to have it. It's
Got
just so easy to get. I mean, it's not even that expensive. It's like $600 to get a course. It's 1 week. You can do it online, and then you obviously just like, I guess you cheat online. I don't know. I studied for legit. And then And then the state exam is very easy as well. It's a lot of common sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so people just get it just to get it. Like, I can't tell you how many past clients of mine that I've had that have gotten it, or now their primo or prima has it, or mom or dad retired and I think I'm going to get my real estate license, or girlfriend or whatever. I mean, it's crazy. If you, like, and, you know, there's enough business to go around for everybody, obviously.
Of course.
Transactions happening, like, literally every day, tons and tons. But if it was a little stricter to get your license, or like, I don't know, like, I feel like the people that don't really have their licenses just for shits and gigs, and then they do that 1 to 2 transactions a year, like, it's just taking away from the people. They're not doing it full time, right? So it's kind of taking away from people that are doing it full time.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's not as crazy as you would think, but it is very easy to get. I wish it was harder.
Yeah.
Probably because realtors get a bad rap too, I would say.
That's why. Well, look, I said it too. I was messing around. I was eating crap when I asked that question, but in reality, you said, "Hey, bro, it is easy to get, but some people just get it to get it."
Yeah.
But even myself thinking about it, I'm like, man, realtors get a bad rap because everybody's becoming a real estate agent, but then it takes a lot from the ones that are actually good at it, right? Because it's
not easy, bro.
Yeah.
If it was easy, everybody would be doing it.
Full time. Everybody would be doing it full time, right?
Exactly. You listen, when I first got my real estate license, I said, I'm going to sell 10 houses a year. It's not even one a month. Easy, right? Each house, you're making 9, 10 grand, right?
Yeah.
Let's say
100 grand at least a year. Great.
I'm going to get my license. I'm going to start hitting people up, and I'm going to make 100 grand my first year. But those people that are going to sell their house are going to give the opportunity to somebody that has been in their ear for the last 2-3 years, right? So it's like, it takes time, and that's where people kind of back out of real estate. I feel is it's going to take you 1 to 2 years to make like, you know, good money, and some people just don't have that time to give up to then start making money after year 3, year 4. There are a lot of people who make money year 1 or year 2, but on average, it does take a while.
The funny thing is, all 3 of us are in sales, right? But all 3 of us, like, sell a different commodity. So, like, all of our cycles are so different, right?
Man.
Like, bro, like, the average cycle on, like, let's just say an internet lead on a car sale, 90 days. And that's, like, stretching it out fully.
Yeah.
And then Willie in software sales,
bro,
a year,
dude, 6 months to anywhere to 18
6
months.
months to 18 months. And then you're saying real estate is a 2 to 3 year commitment.
Before you really get to the point where you're doing it full time, right?
Well, when you're mature, like taking a cold lead and harvesting it and going all the way through and maturing it, it's coming through, and you know, from when that person told you, hey, I might be interested in selling my house, to when they actually sell it.
Yeah.
Like
the point that I was trying to make, because, for example, like, I can have somebody tell me, hey, I'm looking to buy.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get them pre-approved, get the houses list of going to them. We'll go house searching tomorrow. Tomorrow they go, I love this house. I've had it happen. I'm under contract in 1 day. I literally just pre-qualified them yesterday. So it's like, what I'm saying, the 1 to 2 year gap of establishing your business, letting everybody know that you're a realtor. So, like, now the people that are going to buy 1 to 2, 3 years down the road know that you're a realtor. For example, when you just get into business and you tell somebody, hey, I'm a realtor, they've already had Pepe instill in them for the last 1 to 2 years, right? So it's like, in order to get that 1-2 client, and then one client now refers you to Pepe, Pepe refers you to Bobby. I'm just making up these names.
Yeah.
And to get that tree is what I'm saying, that referral business where, like, 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, somebody calls you, hey, John just gave me your number. He said he had a great a deal with you. You know, you did everything that you needed to do. You were answering the phone, which, by the way, it's not hard to do what I do in some ways. You have to answer the phone. You have to be willing to work at hours that people don't want to work. You have to like put stuff to the side, and then of course, you know, you do have to have really good people skills and negotiate and all that good stuff. But yeah, like I said, it does take time to then get that
actual, you know, clientele, I guess, clientele that is able to serve you what you need to be able to live, right?
Yeah, Eric, you're in car sales, you said?
Yeah, I'm the general manager of a Buick GMC Cadillac store.
Oh, okay, nice. And Willie, DDF, David Diaz Fernandez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My boy, he kills it at Range Rover. I think he's like the number one salesman. So I know kind of bit of at Range Rover. I know kind of bit about car sales. But like for example, like David, great salesman,
mm-hmm.
great person, comes into this business. You said, you get the leads, you get the people to come to you. So it's like I feel like and I'm not saying it's any easier because I know that you got to put a lot of hours, but it's just two different types of sales where they're kind of coming to you, and then it's like, okay, now you got to close the deal, and the business is kind of coming to the dealership. Correct me if I'm wrong, by the way.
So there's, just like in any sales, there's a million ways to skin a cat, right?
Right.
I have a guy that is a fucking hustler that legit is always at the store going, right? Like, but he's not driving his own business to the store. Then I have another guy that literally, if you walk in the store and you go, hey, I want to buy this car, he'll go, great. This person right here, they'll help.
He doesn't want to help nobody.
He doesn't want to lead. He doesn't want a referral. He just wants me to keep inventory in stock, and he's like, I'm going to bring my own customers, and I'm going to sell my own customers.
But doesn't he make the same amount of money whether it's a lead or not, or you guys have to split it differently?
Let me ask you a question. Do you make the same amount of money on anything, or is it based on the value of the house, right? Like what your commission is?
Right. It's
okay.
based on the house.
So the difference between what you sell and I sell is mine is based on a margin. So yours is based on like the total value of the house, and you get a percentage that sometimes you can negotiate, some percentage you're not. If you're getting a referral, they're more than likely not going to negotiate with you your commission percentage, right? Like
it all depends. Like if I get a realtor from South Carolina that wants to refer me somebody down to Miami, then obviously I'm getting, I'm giving them a part of my commission. But for example, like Coldwell Banker, which they never do this, but if for whatever reason Coldwell Banker does give me a referral, then it's 100% all mine. It's just a matter of me closing the deal. But I would say 99% of it's self-generated.
Yeah. So what he basically, the reason why he doesn't want to take like we call them a fresh up or a fresh from the lot, is because like his entire business, like when you're coming to buy a car, like the car's already pulled up, it's already done.
Oh,
you
it's
already
like
talked about your numbers.
First class service.
Yeah, no.
Signed, sealed, delivered.
He doesn't want to. He's not dealing with none of the bullshit. Negotiating back? No. If you're coming to see Hugo,
you're buying a car. Yeah, you're buying a car.
If you're not, don't come and see me. It's fine.
So what you're telling me is he just doesn't want to waste time, or
well, the dude sells a lot of cars. He has a book of business that he's established now over years.
Mm-hmm.
So like realistically, if he wanted to sell a car tomorrow, he just picks up the phone and starts calling old repeat clients. Someone's going to show up and buy the car that he has pulled up front. It's the craziest thing.
Yeah.
Well, good for him.
It's what you're saying, that like he's now matured and seasoned an entire book of business. So like, you know, if you're doing something for over a decade plus, you're kind of calling your own shots now. Like, if you think about it on the life cycle of someone owning a car, on average it's 2 or 3 years. So like if in 2 or 3 years he averaged 10 to 15 cars a month, those are all life cycle people that he can now go poke and try and get back.
Yeah,
and
especially if you have like a nice brand.
Yeah, I have Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and then my auto group owns 15 other brands. So like he can get any of those cars.
Torrente.
So like if he has a customer that's like, oh, I want a Kia, I got you.
Go get it.
And he takes him to the Kia store. Oh, I got a customer that I got you. And I'll call the GSM like, hey man, my dude, he's got this. Is this car available? Yes. All right, have it pulled up front. It's sold. And then he just goes there and delivers the car.
Torrente,
but it's
when you,
bro, it is the best like as far as customer service, it'll be the best customer
A1.
service experience you ever have buying a car. All the stuff that people say or the negative connotations about car dealerships, like the number one thing surveyed that people basically say they hate is the amount of time it takes. You're going to be at my dealership for 30 minutes, 45 minutes. The car's already going to be clean. It's going to be gassed up. It's up front. It's done.
Yeah.
You just got to come in and sign papers.
And you do like, because I've done like not pre-qualification, but like I filled out stuff over the phone while I'm on the way to the dealership.
His customers will have, it'll be basically all you got to do is go into finance. He's going to show you the car before you get, like, you're going to come in. He's like, oh, the car's right over here. You walk out the back door. The car's underneath an awning. It's nice. Big old
on
fancy,
air
so
on.
even
Yeah,
in the,
air's
it's chill, bro. Then you go. He shows you the car, whatever. Sometimes you don't even fucking drive it. It's the craziest thing. And then he'll bring the customer back in and then go right into the finance office. And just, voila.
Yeah, and then he's gone because he just gives it to the finance people and they
See you
take
later.
it.
Well,
Yeah, then they contract, they title it, they do all that. It takes them 30, 45 minutes, and then they come back. He shakes their hand, he takes a picture.
see you later.
Done.
David has a great book of business as well.
Bro, he'll even tell me, he'll come in and he'll be like, I'm going to sell 4 cars today.
Get it done.
All right. Okay,
Cool. You gotta have.
Yo, Torrente, tell me this: is there people that start? Obviously, everybody starts with smaller houses and things like that, but I'm sure it's the same thing. They only go to now $1 million houses. They have kind of that type of stigma that, hey, they're not selling anything under a certain amount or things like that. If they get that, they refer to another agent. Is that ever a case?
There are definitely agents that don't do lower sales, like 100% for sure. But what I'm seeing now is, which has been going on for quite some time, is they'll have groups, right? So they'll have the Torrente group, right? So under the Torrente group, I'll have 5-6 agents. If I have so much business, right, and I'm not gonna say no, then what I'll do is if I have a buyer or a seller at 5, let's just say I'm doing, which by the way, this isn't the case. But let's say I only do 5 million.
It's gonna be the case. But
Soon,
go ahead.
soon.
Yeah.
Put it in the air.
Come on.
You
Give
know
it
what?
to me. Give it to me.
There is something about putting out what you want
Hell yeah,
that the
put it out.
world just gives it to you, bro.
Yeah.
Say
It's
it, Torrente.
craziest
Say
thing. So whatever crazy thing you got,
Say it,
bro. Hey, you're amongst people that are. I'm a co-sign for you. Let's go. Let's do some crazy shit.
Go ahead. Torrente selling $5 million and up only
Torrente.
now.
Let's say I'm doing
5 million
$5
up.
only, right? So basically, if I have a lead at 500 or $1 million, which $1 million is very good, I'll just dish it to an agent that I have under me, and I'll take 50% or whatever the agreement is, and then get that income going as well. So there's big groups out there that are big names, and they do have people under them. So they're never gonna lose business, right? So if they have a big client that they've sold their $1 million homes, and then they have a kid that wants something cheaper, maybe they'll work with that kid because it's literally the child of somebody who they just sold their freaking $5 million in Pinecrest or whatever. And then they'll go and show the 750 or $1 million. I mean, if you're rich, I'm sure your kid's gonna be in a nice property, especially with the price the way they are today.
Well, anything you got to be anything is $1 million nowadays, right?
I mean, if you're looking for like the Southwest, like Kendall Baptist like area, definitely $1 million. I mean, anything in Pinecrest, like there's no such thing as $1 million anymore.
Bro, I was looking at. Go ahead.
Land.
Dude, I was about to say. I was just looking at your Instagram, trying to get ready for this, and I'm looking at your old posts, and you posted one. I think it was 19 and 19. You sold like 7 million. Maybe it was in 18 or 19. In your first 2 years, you sold almost $7 million, and you had all the transactions there, which we'll talk about your Instagram later. It's hilarious. Yo, so you have like 300, 400, 5, 6, 4, 300, 3, and then bro, now I go up. And you just sold a lot for $1 million. The lot.
Well, yeah, no, yeah. But you know what I should do more of is posting. I do a lot of stories.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stories, which obviously goes away in 24 hours. But what I've seen over the years, and obviously your goal is to continue to rise in price. What I've realized is everybody has their way of doing business, like their personalities. A $300,000 buyer could have the same personality as a $2 million buyer. They could either be easy to deal with or they can be hard to deal with. The $300,000 transaction is the same thing, in my opinion. Some of my people may say different. It's the same thing as a $2 million transaction. I use the same contract. I'm closing in probably the same amount of days. I'm doing the same inspection. I'm calling the same inspection company. Mm-hmm. I'm dealing with realtors who some of them know they're doing it and some of them don't.
Spit the truth, baby. Spit the truth.
Just the way it is.
Bro, so that's so true.
So it's like, obviously, if I do $2 million deal, I'm making, okay, I'm not, this is not what I make, but let's just say the norm is 3%. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, but seriously. Let's say the norm is 3% at $2 million, right? So that's $60,000. It's not, after everything, it doesn't boil down to that. And plus, you can negotiate commission. So let's just say I'm doing a 30-day closing, right? It's still an inspection. If things pop up in the inspection, I still got to negotiate it. You know, I still got to do the financing. On $2 million, there might be a lot more buyers that are buying cash, but I still got to do the financing. I still got to be there for the appraisal, copy the contract, comps, talk to the appraiser, sway my way into negotiating the deal, whatever. Let's just say you make the $60,000, right? $500,000 deals is the same thing. You got to do 4 of them to make the $2 million.
Damn.
Right? So obviously the goal in real estate is to work your way up towards that price.
Yep.
Yeah, and continue to rise. Now, one thing that I have, that this is just me. I've done $2 million, $3 million deals. I've had $10 million, $12 million deals under contract. They haven't closed that yet. And I as of right now, I won't say no to anything, which probably is a bad thing. Maybe now in the future, I'll do rentals of $1,500. I'll do listing rentals of $2,500. And man, they're hard and they're a pain, bro. And they're not easy. But it's like, I never ever, I for some reason, it's just me. It's the baseball in us.
Yep.
Never want to say no. We want to, whatever comes my way, I want to do it and I want to get it done. Yeah. And I don't want to quit. Like, there's been times where it's like, is it worth it? Like, and I'm talking like a $3,000 rental where it's like bad, man. It's like, you know, the back and forth and just getting all the docs and like dealing with people. It's like, is it worth it? But it's like, you learn, and it's I think it's more about the learning experience and just kind of like, hey, you know, just do it, because you're not gonna have.
Yeah, you never know, man. And it's again, man. You're like you're a humble person, man. So even, and I'm not saying you're not gonna be when you're not dealing with these types of deals, because there's gonna get a point to where you're gonna say, hey, man, I just can't physically do it when your time is so consumed by 10, right. 15, $20 million properties that you're not going to have the time. But when you do have the time, your work ethic shows, right? So you're not going to say no. Why are you going to say no? You could either go do that $1,500 rental that's going to pay you a few $100, or sit at your house and do nothing, right? So you never do anything that you can't actually do, right? You just go and do it.
But Torrente, at what point do you start your team, right? Because then, like, that's kind of where I feel like you're at. I'm sorry if this is being a little pushy, but
nah, it's okay.
But man, like the Torrente team, when you get 1 or 2 under you, and then you can focus on $1 million and up, and they can focus on all the other stuff that you attract, and you can do like light touches, and so the clients still feel like they're getting that personal touch from you, but the day-to-day mundane, you're not going to the appraisal, they're going. Does that make sense? Like, at what point? Because I struggled with that a lot when I went from selling cars and as a manager, and then to finance, like almost like you have to make some. And even now more than ever, like I have a service customer that's upset. I have a car deal that I got to work in front of me. I have an employee that's pissed off, and I got to decide like which angles I'm doing and who I'm gonna hey, sales manager, you go take care of the service customer. Hey, finance manager, you take care of this. I'm gonna go deal with the employee. Like, and it's honestly like it's the biggest challenge that I've had to like come through with and figure out is because like I was a high performer. I sold cars, I made money, like, and drive, and I've always like, went 120%. So it was hard detaching and almost being more of a manager. And it sounds like you're getting to the point, like, bro, like some of these things are stuff I got to throw at somebody else and just, give them the, personal ET touch. But you can use the ET touch too. That's nice. I like it.
I like that. It. I like that. That's
good. It's nice.
I've had people ask me that. Why haven't you opened up your own brokerage? Why haven't you done a team? I mean, I sell, but I don't sell that much in the grand scheme of things, right? So like, I just broke 20 million this year for the first time, which was like a big accomplishment for me. But the 20 million that I sold, although 1 month I can do 4 or 5 closings in 1 month, I don't really feel like overwhelmed yet, right? Like I'm a single guy, I live alone, like I don't have kids, like I go out with my friends on the weekends and stuff, but I got
By the way, ladies, he just closed on $20 million. Come on. There can't be that many fish out there bigger than you, bro. You got this. You need to be cleaning up right now, ET.
No, that's I mean, brother, it's gonna get to a point where you do get overwhelmed, and then I guess that's when you will cross that bridge, right? Like,
I feel like, and Erik, I feel like maybe you can speak on this because you've been a salesman, then you went to the GM, then you did finance, and like, I think it's everything in life. It's like you don't really know how to handle something. For example, a team, for example, a brokerage, until you literally just get from one space and you jump into the other, right? And it's like,
so it's the craziest thing. Like,
that's what I tell people all the time. Though. You're not gonna know how you're gonna handle it until you just do it.
Yep.
So especially because like knowing a little bit about your background because of Willie, and you probably pretty much being able to guess about my background because his dad is my uncle. Like, I don't come from money at all. Like, humble beginnings, like we work hard, like that's it.
Yeah.
So to go from that to being like, I'm the CEO of my dealership for all intents and purposes. Like, right. I have to deal with marketing. I deal with everything, and figuring out how to detach. What I can tell you, like just from being on the other side now and finally getting to that point, is that I wish I detached sooner. Because honestly, me detaching, waiting as long as I did to detach,
right,
honestly took away from other aspects of my business, and I could have honestly gone better, faster, harder, stronger, and made more money had I took a step back and not waited until I got overwhelmed. Because like, is always, you want to go right to that line. So wherever that line is for you, like if overwhelmed is right here, you want to come right here.
Right.
And that's what everyone wants to do. But realistically, here is where you should. When you can see overwhelmed, that's when it's time. Because you got to think about the production then that you're getting out of someone. I know you don't close stuff every month, but realistically, like, how many more things could you close if you didn't have to deal with like those rental properties, if you didn't have to deal with all the BS? And there's work that you can throw at them to do to fill their time that could be training from now until, and then that drive, I'm telling you, there's nothing that will motivate you more than someone else needing you to produce.
Yeah.
Right? Like for some people that doesn't come until they have kids or until they're married. But as a single guy, for you, it could come because you have an employee that you need to
feed,
pump up.
Yeah. Yeah. I get you. 100%.
Dude, it's a crazy thing because all sales is very similar in that sense, right? I even think, what about whatever you think, Torrente, but even breaking down the sell, all the processes that you just went through, right? When you started talking was, from when they call you, that referral comes in or somebody calls you, to when you do that first showing, to when you do this, to when you do that. When you break down all those steps, is it even a possibility of breaking down one or two of those steps to have somebody else handle just so they can take care of that part of the process? Learn that? Or do you have to go, hey, if you're the person working on this deal, you have to take the entire deal through the entire process?
So obviously deals have so many different aspects
Of course.
of it. It goes from, obviously getting the client to trust you, getting the client to want to work with you, getting the client to want to work with you when there's a million other realtors around and they can easily, because there's no contractual obligation for them not to just go with somebody else and just buy something, So it's like you do put all this work to gain their trust, to get their business, and then to just kind of like in the middle of the transaction say, hey, here's Pepe, he's going to take over now. Like, it's not a good
it's
look.
tough. It's tough.
It all depends. It all depends, but everybody is different. Everybody's completely different. And a regular family buyer, or a regular family seller is going to be different from a developer that is looking to buy land or looking to buy something to knock down or looking to sell. Their mentality of business and life is it's very cutthroat. You got to know who you're dealing with now. And then you got to also have a side where it's like, okay, now I'm dealing with somebody's wife who cares about colors. It's like, are you really, you're really talking about the color of the house? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
that's what paint's for.
You got to have different
personas. It's different personas, bro. It's different personas. You have to be able to adjust. You have to, when you're going into a meeting with, first of all, let's be completely honest. We know what Miami is too, right? It's a melting pot of all different types of peoples. You could be dealing with the CEO of a corporate company one day, and then the next day you're dealing with one of your boys that is just trying to get pre-qualified for the minimum. With a smaller type house, you have to understand that process too, right? So being able to jump back and forth, you're so right, bro. It's going to be hard to have somebody to say, yo, handle this process with, the CEO of yada, yada, yada. And then, hey, tomorrow go talk to one of my boys and just handle that for me too,
I like to be very hands-on. It could be a bad thing, but I like to be very hands-on. I don't like to let other people do my job.
Your job for you. I get you.
Because it's like I like to do it. I like to do things my way, and I don't know. It's just the way it is.
I don't know if you know this to my cousin Erik, but Torrente has a nickname that they call him around, and it's called the
It's just Ricky, bro.
Yeah, he has a nickname called the Prince of Pinecrest. The Prince
of Pinecrest.
Of Pinecrest, yes. Why does Ricky call you the Prince of Pinecrest?
I do a good amount of deals in Pinecrest. So when I do post, the stories or the posts and stuff, a majority of them are in Pinecrest. So he always calls me the Prince of Pinecrest. He calls me the Princess of Pinecrest too, bro. That guy loves to look around.
Well, of course you post the nicest pictures too, bro. Those houses are gorgeous.
Even, bro, look, the land, it's getting out of control. Land right now, I just sold something for land, imagine, grass, $2.5 million.
He said grass.
So
he sold grass for $2.5 million.
I buy a rental property every year. I've been doing it for 5 or 6 years now.
Good for you. That's awesome.
And it
doesn't count. It doesn't count because I know how much money he makes. So don't let. That's not a big deal when you make that type of money, bro. So
anyway,
it's not that cool. It's not that cool, bro.
Let's take that to the side. So I lived in Orlando.
You could be blowing it.
I have family.
Yeah.
It could be. I have family in Miami, obviously, but I live now in the Panhandle, of Florida. So that Destin, Pensacola area. That's where I live.
Yeah. Well,
when I buy these houses and people are like, "Oh my God, the market's so high, it can't get any higher," I'm like, "You guys have no idea yet." I'm like, in this same state, this house in Miami is $800,000, and I'm buying it for $2. And it's just everyone's saying, "Oh, it can't get any higher." I'm like, "No, I've seen higher. Higher exists. Even for Miami, higher exists. You can go to New York or New Jersey, and higher exist. And even though the property costs the same, if you include property taxes that those people are paying, it's not the same.
No, it's not. And insurance is a lot cheaper over there too, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
a good friend of mine, Vinny Cholk, is a realtor over there. He actually moved from Miami. He played Major League Baseball, pitcher. He moved over to Destin, and I mean, he's telling me like how big Destin is getting with all the new construction, and it's on the water. I mean, right?
Yeah. I've sent Willie screenshots of fucking
crazy
water all the time. It looks like the Caribbean, but
Airbnb in Destin, I heard, is like ridiculous.
No, we were just he's converting one now.
I have a quadplex. Well, really, I have 2 duplexes that are
adjacent.
They're the same and adjacent to each other, so it's like a quadplex. And I'm converting one of the units to an Airbnb, and then when the other leases come up, I'm gonna do the same with the other 3. But it's out of control. Like, and especially it's the one place where you could still buy at a level that when you rent it out, you're still covering your mortgage, even with interest rates the way they are.
Yeah. Destin is a place, and it's just like all of Florida, where it's a year-round thing, right? So, like, summer is crazy because it's summer.
Yeah.
And winter is crazy because it's
everybody's
not
down.
hot.
Yep.
And everybody from up north comes down. From a lot of Canadians come down.
Yeah.
New York, all those places.
Yeah.
So,
bro, this time period that we're at right now is the only period of somewhat no man's land. But what's happening is next week Mardi Gras starts, and everyone has this idea that Mardi Gras is just in New Orleans. It started in Pensacola.
Oh, so they're partying there too.
Oh, it's started. It's covering the one time period that's like a little bit of a lull is right until next week, and now like already, if you're trying to
book Google confirmation of that, I've never heard of that one.
Yo, Erik, figure that out, bro.
Confirm. Let's do it right now.
Torrente, you gotta go to Destin, bro.
Bro, I guess that's where it's at, huh?
I mean, maybe, bro. Maybe that's where the party's at, kid. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Bro, Torrente, tell me about the real estate in Miami, bro. Like, is it gonna keep going up? Like, is it in the same shape as everywhere else in the U.S., or is Miami just never gonna stop? Like, what do you think?
That's a really good question. I get that question a lot as well.
I could imagine.
Yeah. So obviously nobody can tell the future, right?
Yeah.
It seems like interest rates are going to continue to rise. I think the Fed's meeting sometime soon, and I believe their plan is to raise interest rates again, which, by the way, that's the interest rates for the Fed is not directly correlated to mortgage rates. The mortgage rates are correlated to the 10-year, which is not, but that's just a different story. Anyways, Miami's growing, man.
1874, Mardi Gras, Pensacola, baby.
Crazy. Learn something every day.
It's Pensacola and Mobile did it because they're across the bay from each other.
Cool. That's sick. So Miami's continuing to grow every single day. And one thing that I really see and look at is what are the big guys doing, right? What are the billionaires doing? Bro, they're investing in Miami, and they're building like crazy, and they continue to buy, and that just goes to show you where Miami's going, and it's all directly correlated, man. The more they build, the more people are gonna come. I think Miami is the #1 growing city in the United States, or where people are moving to. It's like 1,000 something a day. I just read that today. We're still like in a housing shortage, believe it or not. One thing that I have seen is that, yes, interest rates are higher. Yes, sales have gone down, but prices have not dropped. I don't know if you've realized that.
That's so true.
So, like, the first thing they teach in any economics class is supply and demand, right? Like, that's day one.
Something's got to give.
And the one thing, interest rates raising in a lot of places, what they were hoping was for it to temper demand. But your area in particular, because like there is some land, but there's not huge mass land available. if you want to live in South Florida, like the supply is not there.
Yeah.
So the demand, even though like demand might have tempered, they're not doing what they're actually trying to do as far as in your area, in our state in general. Like pricing hasn't changed like what it should. I don't know about like, California or these people where people were leaving the state.
Good thing we don't live there.
Like, those are liberal problems that I don't want nothing to do with.
I'm not getting into politics.
No, let's not get into politics.
Yeah, this podcast will go on forever if we get into politics.
Yeah, we'll be here all night. Let's stick to the script, bro.
I'm definitely not happening, bro. I'll definitely end up
on a rant. I made sure to leave that off of what we were going to talk about today was politics.
Good.
But just realistically, yeah, they haven't they still don't have enough new builders to build new homes. They don't have the availability for all those things. So like, it's just like with cars. Like, have car sales slowed down? Yeah, a little. Have prices gone down? I don't have the cars. Like, if I don't have new cars,
true.
I don't have to. I'm not changing my price. Where are you going to buy it?
Yeah.
If you come to me for an Escalade and I happen to have one in stock, which I don't because I sold it today, but if I happen to have one in stock, with what audacity do you think that you can like negotiate a price when I have the only one in the Panhandle of Florida?
That's true.
Yeah.
Go to.
Hey,
you're gonna tell them
you gotta drive from Pensacola to Tampa, and between that time that you drive from one to the other, hopefully they don't sell it because they only got one.
Yep.
And you think I'm gonna discount my car?
No.
Escalades are out of control. It's a very popular car. It's a lot like going back to David, Land Rovers.
Yeah, bro. They're not on the lot, bro. You just can't go. You can't go to a dealership anymore and just drive a car.
The full bodies, which are like the big ones, like when they first came out, those were going 100 over sticker, 100, yeah. And then now they're going for like 50 over sticker. And I mean, imagine like the times are tough, right? They're still selling like crazy.
Yeah. No,
I can't keep an Escalade on my lot. Like it's the craziest thing. It's still even truthfully, like it's almost impossible to keep a Yukon on my lot.
Mm-hmm. Times. Mm-hmm. Even in a good market. Yeah, that's right. Great. Yeah, you're right. No way.
It reverses them out.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
Pivot. You don't gotta show it? You mean you don't have
There's
to show
nothing
the
to go
grass?
to. It's just land. No, it's there.
It's just right there. It is what you get. Yeah.
You know what that's called? That's called big dick energy right there, baby. That's what that's called, bro. He
Give me an
sells
example. Give
software.
me an
I sell
example.
cars.
I don't
Trust
know
me,
anything
you're in one
about. I don't
safe.
know
It's a
anything.
safe space.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. You had no way of guaranteeing it, but what you did know was that you were gonna bust your ass and figure out a way. You didn't know what the way was. You didn't know how. You didn't know the what, the where, or the how, but you knew the who, and you knew the who was you. Yeah.
get to that level. Yep. Shout out Sap. Shout out Sap. Yeah, the big dogs are. That's the place to be, bro. That's the place to be then. That is, all right.
Yeah,
The next thing I want to hear about is your property because I see you already doing the work on your property. So I want to hear about your property and your buying experience. Go ahead. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sheesh. Flipped. Oh, yep. Capital gains, bro. It hits you hard. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Afford comfortably. Hey. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, let's go, baby. Congrats, bro. That's amazing.
nice.
Yo, Eric, so he has his boys in there doing the demo and stuff right now, bro. He like
Oh shit.
yeah, he's got his homeboys in there doing it. I'm sure for the properties you were flipping, you probably paid somebody to do that. But now since it's yours, you're like, I ain't trying to pay all that money to
I'm
get
gonna go
somebody to
cheap.
demo this house. Yeah, of course. Yo, Bro, that's one question I wanted to ask you, bro. I know you brought up Hialeah, and I'm from Hialeah, born and raised there. I'll tell you a story, bro. Um, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. What'd you say? It was not what?
No, 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 no.
Hold on. Hold on. Go ahead. I'm gonna see what's up here. Here we go. I lived on 56th and 13th Court, right off of 103rd, off 103rd off the Palmetto, right? Right before getting onto 75, right? So I'm about to get on 75 one day to work out with Johnny at school during COVID. Johnny he stopped working. He was like, "Yo, let's go work out." I'm like, all right, perfect, let's go. He gets there before Ruiz. Yeah, he gets to he was working. He was working out at the school. I know, I know. Well, that day, the last day he worked out, that's where he worked out at. So he texted me. He says, "Hey, somebody got COVID here. Like, don't come." So I was about to get on the Palmetto, and I always put my GPS, even though I've done the drive 100 times, just to see what traffic, whatever. Dude, so it was like 25 minutes to get to Miami from where I was at in Hialeah, right about to get on the Palmetto. Zach texts me at the same time, Collins, and goes, "Yo, come to Sheridan. We're training at an open field here. Come train over here." I've switched the GPS to the address he sends me. 25 minutes that way too. And bro, I started thinking, I'm like, damn, bro, yo, Hialeah is kind of right in the middle of everything in a sense, bro. It literally is in the middle of everything. And now if you go to East Hialeah, they got buildings popping up everywhere, absolutely everywhere. So now you tell me why Hialeah is a bad place.
Have you been there?
Yes, I've been there, bro. Tell me the truth. Tell me. I want to hear it because you're a professional. You know better than I do. When you talk
Oh,
about location and old crappy houses that you could flip and make them beautiful, I think it's in Hialeah. Mm.
it's so crazy, bro. Every time I would come to visit this guy, I would be like, man, I gotta make sure I lock my door. Didn't leave
Oh
anything in the
my
car.
gosh.
Bro, and this is I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, bro, and I'm thinking that going to this kid's house in Hialeah. Stop, bro.
Go
Stop.
ahead, Torrente. Tell me. Let him speak. I want to hear it from him. I want to hear it. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Oh man. He's not wrong. You're not wrong, bro. You're not wrong. You're not. Thank you.
It's bad, but it's a little true. It's a little true.
Absolutely, absolutely. I agree. Show up. Yeah. course. Yeah, no, not even.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
It's funny though.
it's impossible. Yeah, yeah. Of course. They just don't show up. Yeah, no, straight up. Yep. Okay, so we can agree. We can agree. Real estate wise, Hialeah is not a bad place. What sucks is the people that are dealing with the real estate in Hialeah.
Mr. Hialeah over here.
No, of course, man. Of course. Hmm. Oh, just open the side gate and y pa dentro.
Son unos sinvergüenza.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro. No, that's not cool. I totally agree, bro. There needs to be a change because I love that place, bro. I'm telling you, like when I tell you about where it's at in relation to everywhere else, like I would love to live there, but you walk into Publix and it's absolutely insane, bro. You walk into anywhere. Yo, my sister, when we lived there, she would literally drive to Pines to go to Publix just because she couldn't stand how absolutely rude and disrespectful the people were that were working there. And I love it. I love that place, bro. I literally love it. Yes. Fast pace, yeah. Yeah. Yo, that's messed up, bro. That's a great place, but go
sorry, Jim Allers, who was just on the podcast living in Pembroke Pines.
ahead. Bro, bro. So that's everybody has their opinions. Everybody has their opinions. Now we're gonna come to me that grew up in Hialeah. For me, anything Pablo, anything south of freaking honestly Doral, bro. Anything south of Doral is damn south. Everything north
That's the
of
keys.
Hialeah, yeah, that's it. For me,
Doral down is all
Doral
key.
down is the
It's
damn
all
the
the
keys,
keys.
bro. That's it.
It's the keys.
I don't really go down there unless there's a special occasion. Which for 3 years I had to go to damn school all the time down there, and of course now I have friends down there, so I have to. Yes, bro. Of course I lived at home. Babo, the yo, put that. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna get that clip out. That's right. I should. You know what would have been dope? You wanna know what I talk to people all the time, bro. If NIL deals was a thing when I was in college, bro.
Oh,
Oh
this
damn,
podcast would have
bro.
already been blown up.
Bro, I would have. Yo, I would have been doing it, bro. Yo, I remember having a flat tire at school, bro, playing with 7,000. Esto, lo otro, una locura in the play. I invited everybody and their grandmother, everybody's this, that, buying food. And I get out of the stadium, Papa, with a flat tire, cuz. Yo, I'm calling everybody, bro. Ain't nobody picking up. Everybody's asleep. Huh? To the game. I'm saying to the game. When I was in college, bro, it was the best. Yeah, but I didn't have an apartment either. I didn't have freaking gas. I didn't have anything, bro. It was de madre, bro. And now these kids are running around with $1 million checks, bro. Nah.
That's
Nah, 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 nah. I, Pablo, 10 grand would have been dope when I was in college, bro.
the one thing I will say is just because you're from the area, you play baseball, you're you're Cuban, and the way and the style that you played, I think you could at least have gotten something from like Bravo Supermarket or something. Like you had at least a couple grand there. Sedanos. They would have made him take a sip of cafecito on the side that said Sedanos right before he went to the world.
Oh my gosh, bro. I would have been negotiating contracts, bro. That would have been nice. No, bro, they have it good now, bro. Es una locura, bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know some of them, yeah. I mean, bro, I'm guessing some of them are in Life Wallet, I assume. Yeah, I don't, John and I. Well, I'm sure they are, but maybe something, bro. Who knows? Who knows? You know what? Sometimes I do see like sponsored posts and stuff from the guys on the team from like batting gloves and this and that. Bro, I mean, it's cool, dude. I like it, bro. I would have loved it, honestly. Because when I signed my check, when I got paid, I had to go pay student loans back like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it is what it is. But all right, bro, forget about the business. Now let's get into the fun, bro. Go ahead. Uh huh. Oh my gosh. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. You know what? I'm gonna take this off too. No, I'm kidding. This is John Jay. This is my dog. John Jay and Andrew Lane. These are my guys. Those are my guys, bro.
Oh yeah.
But all right, let's talk about the fun stuff, bro. Because I said we talked a lot about business. This went a lot longer than I thought I was gonna go. But yo, tell me about the Miami nightlife, bro. Because I mean, people are gonna see this that don't realize. Listen, I'm gonna put this into context. Obviously, you grew up there, right? I grew up there. I understand what it is, but please explain what your childhood was like. I mean, started at 16. I could guess when it started, but started at 16. What in the world were we given access to at the youngest of ages? Please just give me a little bit of enlightenment. Never. We never drank underage. Put that on record. Mm-hmm. Opalaka, cuz you were in the hood, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep. 2021. Yeah, whatever.
For sponsoring these shenanigans.
Shout out to them. Yeah. Same here, bro. Same here. Same here. I could everything. No.
Desbaratada. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
that's
just
it.
wrecked, bro. Yeah.
No. Yeah. It,
Torrente, how old are you now? Okay. So put you on to something right now. Yes, not yesterday, but Saturday night I go out after work because car business, so I'm working on Saturday. We go out after work. I have two beers and we go to a cigar bar and I have two cigars. Bro, I'm wrecked. Wrecked. You would have thought I got fucking hammered, bro. The next day I could barely see. My body hurts in different places that like don't make sense. I'm like, what happened to my neck? What happened to it? Bro, two beers and two cigars. I'm telling you,
because
but what Willie could testify is my dad would let me smoke cigars at 16.
dude, but
So like
well, no,
nah.
he's already back on the other end though. Now it's a lot. Now
Oh
smoking two
yeah.
cigars is bad, dude. But that's the thing.
It
When I
gets so
would
much
when I would
worse.
smoke with my uncle, it was terrible, bro. Because he's like, oh, these are what men smoke. You know what I'm saying? He's one of those guys. Like, bro, this is what a man
Que tenga un
smokes.
poco de
Smoke,
pinche.
yeah, smoke this, bro. And I'm like, no, bro, I'm not smoking that, bro. Like you're gonna kill somebody with that stuff.
We don't know either.
Yeah. Bro,
We don't
that's
really
my
know
best
Willie's.
friend. That
Yeah.
Eric's my best friend, my cousin. We talk about no, no, no. Sometimes he
No.
does one, sometimes
So
I'll do
yeah.
one. We break in together.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah. Bro, the goal. Hmm. Bro, I'll tell you, I'll tell, I'll tell you the truth, man. I really genuinely love this. Like, I love having conversations and learning from other people. I like to hang out with people that are smarter than me, that know more than me, and I'll even because you know a lot more
Oh,
about
come
houses than I
on.
do. There you go. But honestly, that's so everywhere in my career, everywhere I've been since I was a little kid, I've always tried to hang out with people that know more than I do because I want to learn, right? So my whole point of and our whole point of doing this is just really having conversations with people that know a lot about a topic, one topic or another. And of course, I have a lot of friends that have done a lot of cool things. So I'm not gonna sit here and BS and say, "Yo, I'm not gonna try to get John Jay on here because he has hundred thousands of followers." Yeah, bro, I want this podcast to get out there. But in reality, man, it's really just to have conversations. And I love like what Joe Rogan does. You know, not really like a set plan. He does have some things that he talks about, but just having conversations with people and make it very humanized. A lot of people think like, all right, because Erik Torrente sells $20 million worth of real estate, he's not just a normal human being. And like, I know more than anybody that you are a very normal human being that does normal things, likes to go out, likes to hang out, still, still doing things like being smart about how much money he's spending on his house, not just botando dinero a lo loco. You know what I'm saying? And we didn't even get to it, but we could have you on another time. But like talking about traveling and doing crap that you like to do with your friends, still hanging out. You and Chino, bro, you guys have been best friends forever. You're still eating crap. You're still doing things that regular people do. But your work ethic and dedication to your craft really got you to where you are now. And like that type of storytelling is what I really like to put into perspective for other people that are trying to do what you do, bro. Because there is a lot of people, we joke around, bro, but like there is a lot of people that want to get into real estate and don't know how and don't know what it took. And you making a comment like, yo, I had my back on the wall and I said, yo, I was nervous as hell. No matter how cool you may think I am, no matter how many people you think I know, my back was on the wall. And there was a day I was sitting in my house like, damn, bro, I don't know what to do. I need to make that bread. You feel me? Like whether I want to or not, I'm gonna go cold call. I've never thought I'd be in the position to have to cold call. With how many people you know, do you think you were ever gonna make a cold call when you were a kid and everybody that you knew in Miami? You thought you were gonna have to make a cold call? Hell no. Me too. Bro, I have the same feeling when you see, that's why I like having these conversations and getting on these podcasts because people need to hear this. Bro, I'm as, like you said, everybody knew me. I was the man, this and that, all these things. But bro, when I got into sales, they said, here's a, they go, here's a script, here's a phone, good luck. And I go, what do I do? All right, I'm going to use my charm. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? And I'm trying to talk to a CEO like that. Click, 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 click. Nothing. So I started having to learn the art of selling. And I want to have Chance on here too, that you know very well, Torrente. Like, bro, me and Chance will sit on the phone day after day trying to come up with cold call scripts, testing it, this, that, to try to get to a point where we could actually have the balls to have a conversation with somebody about something we didn't really know much about. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like you said, you had that same realization like, yo, you know what? That's it, bro. I'm going to grow a pair today and I'm going to let it rip. And I had to get to that point too. And Erik had to do it too. We've talked about it, how when he started selling, he went to the dealership and he didn't know much about what he was selling, but he had to grow a pair and say, hey, I'm going to try to do this and I'm going to do it as best as I could. Like, so I guess I got a little
Now,
bit of
like
going crazy, but that's, I guess, the
now,
point.
like for me, it's a little different because like for me, it's less about like I do want to learn. I always want to be learning,
Hmm.
but realistically, like the other day, and I say other day, but I mean like there was a couple weeks ago, and I was talking to my brother, and I think I talked to Willie about this too, and I was like, man, like there's really not a lot of representation out there, like for culturally for us, like on a national level, there's not a lot of representation. In Miami, you'll have like local level, but like you have Joe Rogan, right? I love the guy. I think his show's awesome, but culturally he doesn't represent me. He doesn't know what it feels like to come home to two parents that only speak Spanish. He don't know that. He doesn't know the feeling of like a lot of my family members needing to go through the immigration process. They don't understand that. He also, I'm sure, doesn't know what a good mango tastes like. He has no idea. But does that make sense? So, like in my head, I was like, man, I would like at least to be able to leave my kids like not only memories of their dad because I have two twin boys, but also like a little representation. So like the different people like we've interviewed now, baseball players, you know, real estate, including you, UFC fighter, a good friend of mine, Jim. Like, I want to show them a representation culturally of a lot of different people and like literally leave them something because like I can leave them money, I can leave them properties, I can leave them all this stuff, and all they're gonna want to do is hear their dad's voice.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You know what? Jeff, right? Jeff? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah. Yep. 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 You're absolutely correct, bro. And that's a great point to make because so many people try to act like you can't help others. But we all learn by somebody, like you said, somebody like Jeff helping you. Nothing. Hmm. Yep. Bro, you don't understand how much I appreciate you saying something like that because when people talk about I did it on my own, I like all those things. Like I've probably mistakenly said that too. So but the truth is, there's nobody in this world that does something alone, especially being in sales. If nobody ever bought from us, we'd never make any money. So let's keep it as simple as that. But you didn't come out of your mother's womb knowing how to sell a car. You didn't come out of your mother's womb knowing how to sell a house. You didn't come out with a real estate exam. You weren't a real estate agent. Like nobody can. I didn't come out of my mother's womb swinging a baseball bat. I learned how to swing a baseball bat. I had a lot of people that helped me become who I am, right? And be able to do the things that I do. And all of us have had that. So the fact that sometimes people say, "Oh, I did it on my own," I did it. That's a lie, man. Like I hate that kids have to sometimes think like, "Oh man, if I don't figure it out, then I'm not going to be able to do it." No, ask somebody for help. Somebody's going to lend you that hand because nobody here, like nobody did it by themselves. Bro, I'll never forget. I'll never forget. I know it's getting late, but bro, I'm in high school hitting at a batting cage, Frank Valdez. I'm hitting, boom, boom, boom. I grew up watching Manny play because he was only 3 or 4 years older than I was, and I'm hitting there. He's in high school. I'm in high school. I was a freshman. He was a senior. Next thing you know, a few years later, he's in the big leagues. I'm still in high school, and Yonder and Manny are hitting at the cage. Bro, they took me under their wing. Just because I was there hitting, they were like, yo, come on, let's go hit here, let's go hit there. Bro, I remember picking Yonder up while he's in the big leagues in my Altima with no AC. And this homie's in there talking to me like, whatever, like, yeah, whatever. Like, with the windows down. I picked him up in Brickell, bro, at 50. He lived in the building literally at where 50 was back in the day. I picked him up in my Altima going, and this homie got in and went to the cages like it's nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are the things that we had access to in Miami, and we just by us laying out the message and putting it out on video, we can possibly help somebody else. Oh, hell yeah. And do it back. Yeah. Yep. 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 Those are the things that, Oh, John Jay. John Jay doesn't count, bro. I put him on a different. I put him in a different stratosphere. I don't even think he's from this world, bro.
All right, so since
Yeah, bro, man, you are so right, man.
since you all talked about people that mentored you, so the guy that taught me how to sell cars is a guy named Tracy Taylor.
Hmm.
So at the time, he was just my sales manager. He took me under the wing. He's actually the one that convinced me to shave my head because like I started getting the little crowncitos in here, and he was like, "Bro, just shave
Torrente,
it
he's
off,
bald.
man."
He doesn't have hair like us.
Yeah,
It's unfortunate.
yeah, none. Did you say us, Willie? You said us. Don't take off your hat. Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah,
No, it's
pretty
all right,
much. This
bro.
is
I'm
this is
jealous,
about
so
to
it's
turn into
okay.
a bald only podcast real soon. Uh, bro, it was worse than that. I wish he would have told me like that. It was worse, bro. I come into work and there's a sales desk and there's like fucking 10 salespeople and like all the other managers are there. He goes, "Oh, Abreu, come here, come here, come here." I come up to the sales desk and he's like, "I've been teaching you how to sell cars and this." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. I really appreciate, like whatever." And he goes, "I got one more thing I got to gift for you." He pulls out this thing from behind the desk and it's a pair of clippers. He's
Oh
like,
man.
"Take the guard off and go all the way around. Trust me." I was like, "What?" Yes, I met my wife already. Yeah, bro. No, I had just met my wife, but the crazy thing is like there was times where no other manager talked to me. Like I was just, I started on the sales floor with 40 other salespeople, and for some reason the guy chose me and mentored me or whatever. And I believe that when you pay it forward, it helps you move forward as well. And he's proof of it because now he went from a sales manager to now he owns Central Florida Hyundai and Central Florida Genesis, and his net worth is probably somewhere in the $80 million range. So like the dude's doing well,
But that's how
and
you
that's
do it, man.
just
That's how
off
you
the
do it.
dealerships. And I mean, legit, a black dude from South Central LA. It wasn't like there was like a Hispanic connection, anything. He just picked me
That's
and
what's up.
just literally took me under his wing.
Now that's one thing that you have to say too, Torrente, because that's one thing that I want people to really understand, that it doesn't just Eric says that it happened, that he just picked him, but I'm pretty sure I could probably speak for Eric. He was hustling and trying to figure out a way to do it too. You weren't just sitting there next to Jeff, Torrente, and just sitting there like, I hope I sell a house this week. Like, no, you were probably hustling just like a blind squirrel, like trying to find a nut. You didn't know where you were going, but you were trying to go somewhere. And then all he did was put you into the lane that you had to be in, right? And he started nurturing you in that way. But the work ethic, bro, if anybody listens to this podcast and is still listening right now, coming up on 2 hours, bro, if there's anything that you do, just work very, very hard at it, bro. Whatever you're doing, work hard at it. Yes, bro. Yes. The diamond. The diamond.
Yeah.
One more call. Just one more call. Yep. Yo, listen, Torrente, this isn't the last time you're gonna be on this damn podcast, bro. I'm gonna get you back on here because this was awesome, bro.
This is dope. This is good. I
This
like
was
this.
so sick, bro. You're amazing, dude. I appreciate you for. Why did you say yes, bro? Why did you say yes? Honestly, honestly, like, why did you say yes to Ricky? Have you done a podcast before? Like, have you done before?
We popped his podcast cherry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Surprise, surprise. Well, it's good.
Yeah, bro. No, this was great, bro. This was absolutely amazing, dude. I appreciate it. Thank you to Ricky. Shout out my dog Ricky because I know he's gonna listen. Um, I this was awesome, bro. No, yo, who else do I have to have on? Perfect. You know what? Now I'm gonna use my sales skills. So now that you had the experience of being on the podcast, who do you recommend that I go after next? First of all, I'll take two out of the equation that I'm gonna do for sure. Romy and Epstein. So I'm doing them two for sure, right? Oh, I'm doing Romy. Yeah, yeah, 100%. Whether he likes it or not, he hates doing stuff in public too. No, I know. I know. I know. I was at the crib. Yeah. Reserve, reserve, but in a sense, reserve. Hmm. The whole different spectrums, bro. Mm-mm. Very low. Yeah. Yeah. They threw him in the outfield. Like, uh, yeah, we think you could possibly, and now he's in the big leagues. Mm, crazy. Mm. Never, 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 never. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, John's a good one too. Talk about a person, a brain, bro, just a straight brainiac. I want to talk to him about owning a team, bro, because I think, oh, that was actually one thing I wanted to ask you. What do you think you would be on an ownership, like in an ownership of a team? Where would you sit on the team board or whatever? What's your position on the team? Because I know you love that too. Hmm. Yeah.
Like managing the cap against people
Oh,
or
that's true too.
structuring deals and stuff like that, or more just like acquiring talent. Okay.
Gotcha, gotcha. Like a almost like an assistant to or like assistant to the president or assistant to the general manager when you're going into those meetings to meet with free agents and you're the one in there really. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Exactly. Yeah, close enough. Whatever. Same thing.
Yeah, whatever.
No, that's dope because dude, I honestly think I know Johnny doesn't for example, a perfect example is John. Or Johnny, he might not be the guy that's so out there talking and stuff like that, but he needs somebody that can do that, right? He needs somebody that can do that. So I think that'd be actually a pretty cool dynamic. Yeah, selling and being in customer facing. Yes. Yep. What? Nothing, bro. They don't care one bit. Yeah. Yeah. Perfect, bro. Let's do it. And no, and this is the cool thing. This is the cool thing. We can make it like two, three people at once. We can have like I can have one with Romy, I can have one with Epps, and then I can have one with all three with the roommates. We could do all different types of things. That's sick, bro. So I just want to have conversations, bro. Talk crap. How many times do you do this on the way home from a deal that you call SAP and you're there talking for an hour on the phone? Imagine if that conversation was recorded. Well, not all of it, but not all of it, but but a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? Those are a lot of things that people could use, and some that people might not want to use. That's why we record it, and we can edit. We can edit things because yes, maybe not everything is good. I got you. It's gone. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. It's gone. The first part is gone. Oh my gosh.
It's not live. It's not live. It's fine. It's fine. No, it's not live.
Wait, no, bro. Of course it's not live, dude. Then we would have really been stressing out about the first 3 minutes. No, we're straight.
Yeah, it's not.
We're
live.
good. We're good.
It's not live. We're good.
We're good. No, the best part. So everybody's gonna hear this part. But he goes. Wait, you're recording? He goes. Oh damn, you could cut it. All right, no problem. I'm gonna keep going. But then we'll start later. But like I'm gonna keep talking crap because he's like, oh, all right. I was like,
All right. You're like, I don't have a shell.
yeah, bro, the shell's gone. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Dog, yo, listen, bro. I now I gotta hang up because I'm gonna be real. Me van a dejar, brother. La jeva me va a dejar, brother. So I gotta bounce. What? Yeah, bro. We've been living together for 3 years now. Yeah, yeah, brother.
Tell the national champ I said what's up.
Yo, yeah, brother. Yo, I'm telling you, bro. It takes a while, but
Stuff.
Yo, bro. Dale, papa. Yo,
Dale,
bro.
nice to meet you too.
This is
Dale.
same to you, papa. Same to you, brother. Dale.